Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah, and today I'm going to go over how I accidentally found a planner piece while I was trying a few different things over the last month. And also at the end, I'm going to chat a little bit about the upcoming Jane's Agenda 12th anniversary event where, there's going to be some exciting new releases and opportunities to get some discounted items. I will go over that a little bit at the end. So if that's all you want to see, skip to the end. But I am really excited about kind of how I was messing around and figured out a really good system for me that's working right now. So if you've seen some of my earlier videos, I love my current planner, which has these amazing month with the weekly at a glance that I can flip through. And I was just feeling like I needed more space for to-do lists, which could be my own fault because I put stickers over half of them. But I was almost feeling like I needed a daily, and I had gotten the new Happy Planner parenting planner when it came out, and I wanted to test that out. And I also wanted to test out this the new updated version of the daily grind that includes a weekly section. And I had seen my friend Ray with these like 2 day at a time. Well, actually, if you have it open, you can see like 3 or 4 day at a time things that he had gotten from Jane's Agenda, and I hadn't noticed from them before. So I did start filming this video back in the very beginning of July and decided the family planner, is that what it was? The Happy Planners Family Edition wasn't going to work for parenting edition was not going to work for me. So I gave it away, and I forgot to save any video of me comparing it to these two. So it was fine. It just wasn't enough space for me. So I want to cover what worked from both the Daily Grind and the Jane's Agenda and what I ended up using. So let's start with the Daily Grind. So I've always been a Daily Grind fan, and I love the daily pages where it's all related to your goals for the month, and then you can make a daily game plan. And the thing I love about this is just being able to check off if you did it or you're going to do it later, but something that you're doing in the day that's related to all your goals. So, but I love it because I feel so accomplished when I know that I'm working towards my goals. And so but I need kind of like a week at a glance. And I've always loved having like an hourly week at a glance where I can see, hour by hour, what's happening in my whole week. And so I thought, well, I'll try their new system because it does have a weekly format. And so I thought, this could probably work. And so I'll just like flip back to the beginning of July when I was comparing them to all the things I was going to do. I did love, let's start with this part. So this was that first week, and I had it right here, just an overall to-do list, what my priorities and goals were, and then I just kind of wrote in appointments and dinner plans on the days. And so then I did really like how I could look at my to-do list and then just put priorities for each day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't think I did anything Saturday, Sunday that week. Remember that. Now, I did have the daily to go along with that, but this just was my week overview. But I did feel it was very helpful to have my 3 priorities for each day. So love that. And then it also had a spot for the week ahead, that just kind of really helps you feel like more, okay, I've got this all planned out, space for just to write your thoughts for the week. And then this is what the daily pages are like, where I have my goals written out, which are mainly all getting healthy. And it's so funny, like this where I put figure out knee pain is that week I decided I had a doctor appointment, and I think it was on Friday. Anyways, and I just said, by the way, my knee also hurts. And then I got an x-ray and figured out that there was no actual cartilage left in my knee and I need a knee replacement. So figured it out. Anyways, so most of my stuff is to do with getting healthy again. So that's kind of a daily where I was kind of making my plan for the day, but also my checklist. And so I love it. If you can tell, this is from the 18th of July. I just had like one day really where I followed through, and then I wrote about the week. So I'm gonna say these are great, but I got COVID again in July, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, and so then I started having all my long COVIDs. And anyways, it affects my executive function. Not fun. So I as much as I'd like to be focused on goals, sometimes like when my executive function is down, like it's all about flying by the seat of my pants, and that's all I can do at the moment. And I'll be back to planning like this once I can get my symptoms under control. So I am hanging on to this because I love it. However, so I talked about the parenting planner, and so the other one was like, okay, I'm going to test out these pages that Ray had from Jane's Agenda, because hello, I'm an affiliate and I'd never even noticed these ones. And so these had a little habit tracker thing, and normally I hate these, but I had been looking for a way to track this like family bet I'm doing each week, and I'm like, oh, this will work for that. So it has like weekly tasks, and then it has hourly and a space for to-dos for each day. So you've got the week, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I love that it has hours and checklists for Saturday and Sunday, because sometimes I am doing more on Saturday and Sunday than in the week. So it's just nice to have all of that. I also loved these little spaces at the top because I thought, ooh, this would be the perfect place for me to meal plan. And so going back to, where's that, beginning of July, when I started at, I think, oh wait, no, I'm still looking at August. Where's my comparison week? Okay, I did put a sticker here. It's like the only sticker. So this is my first one, just testing it out, where I wrote down things I needed to do, put my appointments in, tried to move some to-do lists. The dinner thing worked really good sometimes. And so if I flip through here, I didn't fill everything out every week, but it was more consistent than most things. I mean, definitely I only did one day of my daily grind in July. And so just I had a lot going on with family visits and trying to figure out some financial aid stuff for my kiddo that's just starting college. Here's, yeah, last week, big old to-do list. And that is one of the cool things, is like this little spot here, you can use it for anything because it's just dot grid. I just drew in the lines and needed a bigger to-do list for the week. Now, also doing my little tracking for my bet. But as things have gone along, it's just been more and more helpful and more consistent. And I love it. So now I only have a quarter's worth in this little planner, but as I was trying to figure out, okay, where am I going to put these pages? Of course, I'm in the Jane's Agenda subscription club, so I had gotten this really pretty cover back. I think it was in June. I just loved it. Put it with some clear discs, and I thought, okay, I've got these in. I've got a quarter of them in. I have some more room because I was just doing a quarter to test them out. They are sold 1 quarter at a time, which I loved because I didn't have to buy a whole calendar to test it out. Just bought a quarter. So So I put together this whole little planner around that because I was like, okay, well, what if I had like monthly pages too? And really what I wanted for my monthly was some just a month. I could do a month at a glance and some pages that I could write in my like budgeting planning. And so I had found this from Live Love Posh, and it's just kind of perfect for what I wanted. I love Live Love Posh too. It's one of my other favorite planner companies. So I'm like, this actually is pretty perfect. Now, so I just put 6 months of these in with my fun little Jane's Agenda dividers. And then I guess I should start from the beginning. I also had some yearly pages from combination of Live Love Posh and Happy Planner. So let me just give you a tour because I thought this planner turned out so pretty and helpful and useful, and I'm actually working really well. Now, will I keep doing this through the end of the year? Probably, because I really like how I've got my September decorated, and I just haven't done October yet. I just don't think I can stop something 3/4 of the way through the year. I think what I will do is, it might be a duplicate, and I might just have this to be like my memory keeping for the year of what happened. Because I have been using this and I still love it. Okay, so let's go through my little tour of this one. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to get that off just so you can see how pretty that cover actually is. So, opening the cover, I have this Explore, which, again, so pretty. It's like a clear plastic divider, and I just love how it layers over this. That is probably one of my favorite things about Jane's Agenda is all of the beautiful layerable dashboards. They're so cool. Okay, now this is from the Live Love Posh, because I love how they have a spot for your word of the year and your vision board. And I didn't ever use these ones, but the When Did I Last? And then I love this from my Happy Planners because it helps me plan quarterly what's happening when kids are coming and going, just that advance. So this is kind of like my year tab is going to have this so that I can plan ahead. And then when I go to month, then this is my monthly Live Love Posh inserts. So I've got July, and I just love the dashboards with the calendar. I don't know, the aesthetic is so pretty. All right, and so July, August, kind of that end of summer vibe. September, beautiful fall dashboard. And if you check out the event for Jane's Agenda on the 15th, they're gonna have some new dashboards that haven't been released before. And most of mine I've gotten through subscriptions. I think I've had their subscription for like 2 years. But, and I love the boxes. If you've watched any of my old unboxing videos, they just always have amazing boxes. And seasonal, I'm a seasonal planner, so there's always a lot of cool seasonal stuff. So October, really, this is just a collection of some of my favorite seasonal stuff from over the years. November, I don't know, it just looks like Thanksgiving to me. And then December, so I have those monthly ones where I can do my budget planning, because I had just a notebook I was trying to use for the year as like my brain book. I don't know if I have it handy. Oh yeah, there we go. It is so, again, beautiful Jane's Agenda cover. But I was mainly using the budget section. And though I would have liked to use all of these tabs, I just didn't find myself consistently going to anything but this. So I thought, I don't need this whole notebook right now. I can just move my budget into my planner. So that's what I did. And will I maybe add some of these tabs to the end of this? Maybe. I don't want it to be overly fat. And maybe I just need to get in the habit of pulling out my notebook and looking at what I've got going on. But yeah, I think, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. But so I've got, this is where I'll do my budgeting stuff. And then we've got the weekly section. And I'm not going to decorate these. And I put a today for the day of projects. I haven't really done much with this. This is where I would put those notebook sections from the notebook. But I don't really feel like I need to decorate this because I already color code based on if it's family, personal, business, etc. So it looks colorful and beautiful and I don't have to worry about that. So yeah, I have accidentally stumbled on a system that really I'm loving. So I've got top tabs for year, month, week, and projects, and then these side tabs for the months, so I could just flip to whichever month it is easily. And then of course the today tab, so I can go to which day it is that I'm liking. And I wasn't sure if I would like not being able to see my whole week at a glance, but it really doesn't bother me. And I think that I do have a lot of different things going on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's kind of, I don't know, I kind of break my week up into 2 parts like this, and it's not bad. It's almost like, I don't know, a 3-day work week and a 4-day rest. I don't know, not exactly, but I will play around with that a little bit more. But so I'm loving that. So as promised, I want to tell you guys a little bit about the Jane's Agenda anniversary event. So it is not a sale, it's just an event. And what they're going to be doing is releasing some new items, and the things that might have discounts would be things that are on the last chance. Now, if you haven't used my code before, I think you can use it, my affiliate code, to get a discount. So you can get a little discount. Make sure you go from the link in the description and shop from there. But so the event starts at noon on the 15th of August, and there are some Doorbusters, which I believe might be a little discounted, but also it's because they're limited and there's not that many. So there's a pen pouch, which I swear I have that, but like I was cleaning my office and I found it the other day and I was like, I don't really need another pen pouch, and I don't remember where I put it. Anyways, but there's the pen pouch, and then there's these 2 notebooks that are the Doorbusters. Now this was from the March subscription box, and I just thought it was gorgeous. I love that it has a pen tab and this close thing and 2 different bookmark ribbons, and that the pages are dot grid but also numbered. So if somebody wanted to use this as a bullet journal, let's see, it has 192 pages, and it's just so pretty and so high quality, and really you could do any kind of journaling you wanted in here, but it does with a nice like light dot grid work really well for anything. And then it has the gold. Anyways, it was just so pretty. I'm like, I'm not bullet journaling right now, but I may someday, or I could use it as a gift for somebody. It's just so pretty. And then this was a January notebook, so if you're into spiral bound, and both of these, you don't have to be a planner to appreciate. So if you have somebody that you're looking for a gift for, it could work. This is just again dot grid. It has all the months and days, so you could just circle those, and it's just a notebook. And I don't know how many pages because this one's not numbered, but it's a lot. That's a lot. A nice little spot for writing stuff in. Yeah, and just such a beautiful cover. Nice like cardstock heavyweight notebook. So those are those are a couple of the Doorbusters. So there will be some last chance things. I knew I had a couple. So there'll be like some last chance things, like some of I know this beautiful dashboard and this one are both going to be in the last chance, which means that there'll be a little bit of a discount on those. There are several other discounted ones as well. Really, the only things that are discounted are the last chance items. So some covers, some dashboards, probably some other items as well. And so there are some discounted items, but for the most part, it's all about the new releases. And if you've never seen the Jane's Agenda covers, they are gorgeous. This is one of the wrap covers. They also have snap-on ones that are similar. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see that. So it has these pockets, all these pockets, pen loops on each side. You can slide your agenda in here like so. We'll just throw this guy in so you guys can see how that works. Not that this pink and blue go together, but and then it protects all your tabs. And just really nice feeling vegan leather. I think most of them fit like up to 2-inch discs. So yeah, I love the covers. They're just such a nice feel and great for protecting your book when you're throwing it in your bag, whether you're traveling or whatnot. So there are going to be 3 new colors of these coming out in both the wrap and snap-on. Snap-ons are the same nice leather, or vegan leather. They also have the extra pockets. They also have the pen loops. It's just a snap-on cover versus a wrap, so just depending on personal preference. And also some discs, and I'm trying to think if I have some Jane's Agenda discs. I think these guys are. They're just really nice quality metal discs. And so those are coming out, I think, and they said like silver, purple, and lavender. And then the covers are going to be coming out in black, which is like a matte, the same kind of pillow covers. And then purple, which is, I'm gonna put up the pictures so you guys can see. They're just gorgeous purple covers. And then my favorite, the sea glass, which is just such a gorgeous color of blue. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention one of my favorite things, dashboards, new dashboards, like I think 12 new that have never been released before. So definitely look for those. They're so pretty, and have some fun shopping. The sale starts at, or not sale, the event starts at noon Pacific on August 15th and goes through the 17th, but don't wait. Make sure you jump on so that you can snag those Doorbusters. And if you like these guys that I'm using, I will put the description, or put in the number for them in the description. And yeah, have fun with that. And I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on if I should just totally switch over now, or wrap up the current year in my old planner. But at any rate, I'm going to keep using these because I love them for my dailies. So alrighty, hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will talk to you all really soon. Bye.